Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Robert Sykes speaking, Keto Savage, and I am going to be reviewing 3 different products today. One is Creaclear, which is a creatine mix. One is Raise the Valley bread alternative. And one is the Valiant pet dog food. Let's get into this review. So, let's start with the creatine. Creatine is great. Creatine has been around for a very long time. It's found naturally in the foods that you eat. It's produced internally within our body. However, there's been enough research that indicates that if you can't really leverage the full benefits of creatine from what you produce internally alone, so that's why people supplement with it. It's been used as a supplement widely since the 70s. There's more research done on creatine usage and its effect on the body than any other supplement that I'm aware of. What's interesting is that lately it's been shown not just to have a benefit towards your physical capabilities, but also to your mental capabilities. Basically what it does is it helps convert ADP back into ATP, which is the energy molecule of the body, so adenosine triphosphate. The interesting thing about this Caged Muscles brand, which I had a podcast with Chris Gethin, who is the owner of Caged Muscle, last week. That podcast is going live on Friday. Interesting thing about this is it absorbs very, very well. It's very soluble. So unlike most creatine products that kind of sit in the water, and like most micronized creatine, it's just hard to absorb. You stir it up, it just sticks there at the bottom of the glass, and you're sitting there drinking. That last sip is just pure particle. It causes a bunch of GI upset, whereas this stuff absorbs very easily, and I just tried it for the first time, didn't even taste it, so that's a plus. I've been lazy about my creatine intake because I just have been lazy. I don't like the way it tastes, so I'm excited to incorporate that into my daily supplementation. The next thing, let's talk about Raise the Valley bread alternative. They gave me a mini pizza crust. They gave me a little flatbread, and they gave me a full-size pizza crust. So let me preface this real quick. First of all, anybody that sends me anything, much gratitude. I really do appreciate it. I try to be as honest as I can with these reviews so that my audience can believe everything I'm saying. I'm not a huge fan of bread alternative products. I don't miss bread that much. I started keto. I don't really feel like bringing things that are keto, like carb alternatives, into the picture really help with the whole change in outlook and psychology towards the food you're eating. So I will say that, but at the same time, I also understand and appreciate wanting to. It all kind of depends on your own personal psychology and agenda. So I can totally support people that use this as an alternative to the carbohydrate-based sources. So let's look at one of these mini pizza crusts, for instance. One pizza crust is a serving. Total carbs, 11 grams. Total fiber, 10 grams. Total sugars, 0. Sugar alcohol, 0. Protein, 8. Total fat, 9. Here are the ingredients. Almond flour, flax meal, psyllium husk, water, egg white powder, white distilled vinegar, pizza seasoning, cream of tartar, baking soda, and sea salt. So pretty clean ingredients. Again, I don't really do a lot of almond flour or flax meal or psyllium husk because I just don't feel like you really need to on keto. And it kind of goes into you're counting. First of all, I advocate you always count total carbs, so I would factor this into your total carbs. I'm going to have a bite of one right now just to see what it tastes like. You're supposed to let these thaw and then obviously bake them, but I'm just going to dive into it and see. Pretty good little texture. You can see all the seasonings on there. That focuses, which it's not going to. I like it. Seasoning's pretty good. Flavor's pretty good. So, again, I'm not really a huge advocate for the bread alternatives, but this is pretty good. There's no ingredients that are red flags. Now, Valiant Pet Nutrition. Let's just talk about dog food for a second. So, our dog, Crystal's dog, Jack, is keto. He just eats raw food. But when we were first transitioning him to keto, we looked forever to find a dog food substitute that was better than anything that, you know, the norm is, like Iams or just anything that you see in the stores, and it's impossible. Like, you cannot go into a single grocery store and find a dog food that is truly ketogenic. They've all got like sweet potatoes in there, yams, squash, a whole bunch of canola oil, just nastiness. This does not. This has ingredients: beef heart, broccoli, green beans, coconut oil, chia seeds, red cabbage, sunflower seeds, beef liver, calcium carbonate, kelp powder, zinc amino acid, chelate, vitamin E, and vitamin D3. Crude protein, 36% crude fat, 41% crude fiber, 7% moisture, 5%. Weight of dog, daily servings of medallions. So basically there's a 1-to-1 ratio here. So these are little medallions, and they look like this. I gotta get this camera to focus. So, focus, camera. It's not gonna focus. Anyways, it looks like this little medallion, and basically for every pound your dog weighs, you give them one of these. So one of these per pound. So if your dog weighs 5 pounds, they get 5 medallions a day, which is pretty easy to calculate. Now there's, how many medallions are in here? You just add water, apparently. So you rehydrate this product with 1/4 cup, 2 ounces of water for every 10 medallions. If you wish to feed without rehydrating, provide plenty of fresh water for your dog. So basically you can add this in with water. It's going to rehydrate and blow up a little bit, get more volume, or you can just feed them as is and then give your dog plenty of water so they don't get like dry mouth. But that's pretty cool. This is pretty cool. They work with Keto Pet Sanctuary. They provide Keto Pet Sanctuary all their dog food. Ingredient breakdown: 65% beef and beef heart, 2.6% beef liver, 32% veggies, seeds, and coconut oil, and less than 0.5% added vitamins and minerals. So I could totally get behind this. I don't know what the price point is on this dog food, but I'm going to give Jack some to try right now just to see what he thinks. But it's Valiant Pet Nutrition, Valiant. And that is all I've got to say about this review. Let me know if you want to see more of these reviews in the future. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day and take care. Love y'all a bunch.